Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the call today. Canelo, I wondered if you could just speak to your decision-making process to decide that it was Sergey Kovalev that you wanted to fight and that you wanted to go up 2 weight divisions. I know you fought at super middleweight against Fielding, but you really have been a middleweight. What was the thought process for selecting Kovalev, and what was the drive to do that?
Obviamente con mi equipo, hablamos con mi equipo y Eddie más que nada fue el que quería que hiciéramos esta pelea para ganar un 4º título con un peleador que es de los mejores en su división y pues lo que quiero la verdad es hacer historia en el boxeo y dejar un gran legado y pues me pareció muy buena idea, obviamente un reto arriesgado, pero pues así es el boxeo.
Obviously, I spoke with my team. We talked with my team, with Eddie, more than anything. He wanted that fight. He wanted to get a 4th title against one of the best fighters in that division, and we wanted to make history in boxing and leave a big legacy. So it looked like a good idea. It's a risk that we're taking, but that's boxing.
Canelo, the weight limit's 175 pounds, but I wonder, I was thinking about when Manny Pacquiao, for example, fought for the junior middleweight title against Margarito. He didn't come anywhere close to being 154 pounds. He weighed in like 144, 145 pounds. Do you anticipate when you fight, Sergey, that you'll be all the way at 175, or you think you'll be a little bit smaller than that, just be natural at whatever weight as you come in at? Where do you expect to weigh on fight night or at the weigh-in?
No, yo en el peso voy a pesar las 175 libras es lo que voy a pesar. Si Dios quiere en el peso, para eso estamos trabajando.
I will be on weight at 175 pounds. That's what I'm going to weigh, 175 pounds. God willing, that's what we're working on.
So can you speak about the particulars that you're doing in your training to put on that kind of weight properly? I mean, you looked in tremendous condition in your most recent fight, but now you're going to be going up even more weight. What kinds of things are you doing? And maybe Eddie could speak that also as the trainer, what they're doing to put that weight on the right way.
Sí, estoy levantando un poco más de peso. Antes pues no levantaba peso, hacía repeticiones sin peso nada más, pero estoy levantando un poco más de peso, mucho carbohidrato, mucha proteína. Entonces es lo que estamos haciendo y trabajando fuerte.
That's what I'm doing. I'm lifting more weights. I hadn't lifted that much previously, a lot of reps with not that much weight. So I'm lifting more weights, eating more carbs, eating protein, and that's what we're doing to make weight. Eddie, también, ¿quieres hablar un poco del entrenamiento que están haciendo para cómo va para dar a 75 libras?
Pues sí, realmente estamos trabajando mucho las más fuerzas, estamos trabajando en el gimnasio con algo más de pesas. La alimentación obviamente pues es distinta, hay que comer más carbohidratos. También estar boxeando con boxeadores pues más altos, más fuertes y creo que hasta ahorita vamos muy bien, no hemos presentado ninguna lesión, ningún contratiempo y esperamos ese día hacer a Saul 4 veces campeón mundial.
That's what we've been doing in the gym as well, lifting more weights. We also have to keep in mind the nutrition. Eating more carbs, obviously, and then also doing sparring with fighters who are taller and stronger. And so far, things have been going well. There have been no injuries, no setbacks, and hopefully we'll become 4-division world champion.
All right, very good. I wondered if Oscar was still there. I had a question for Oscar.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, Oscar. I wonder if you could give me, as a guy, when you were a professional fighter, before you were a promoter, you went through 6 different weight classes and won world titles in those weight divisions. Can you give me your perspective on what Canelo was trying to do by moving up yet another weight division against, 2 weight divisions in this case, to fight, probably the most recognized light heavyweight out there?
Well, he's doing it to make history, I believe. Fighters move up in weight class to make history and to separate yourself from ordinary fighters. 2 weight classes is not an easy task, and but when did Canelo ever take easy tasks? And obviously that's very admirable because nobody in boxing does it today. Fighters sometimes take the easy road out, and Canelo's taking the tough road.
And what does it say to you then, Oscar, that he did not try to fight or make a big deal about getting Kovalev to do this fight at a catchweight, that he's doing it at the 175-pound limit, not making him drain, even 1 or 2 pounds to come down lower than that weight division.
It shows who he is. It shows his character. It shows what he wants to accomplish in the sport, and that's to make history and to one day be considered the best in the business.
Did you try to convince him to ask for a catchweight?
No, not at all.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Hector Cantu from Fox Deportes. Please go ahead. Hector, your line is now open.
Hola, Saúl, ¿cómo estás? Hector de Deportes. ¿Cuál representa para ti al momento de enfrentar a Kovalev? Y la pregunta, Saúl, ¿qué significa su figura ahora para un boxeador que está empezando su carrera en el ámbito, digamos, de los reflectores como Ryan García?
Sabes que no te escucho muy bien.
¿Puedes hacer la pregunta otra vez más, por favor?
Acércate bien al teléfono.
A ver, ¿ahí me escuchan mejor?
Sí.
Vale, perfecto. Te preguntaba, Saúl, que cuál es el mayor desafío, es decir, en la parte boxística de enfrentar a Kovalev. Y también quisiera preguntarte qué significa el que Ryan García sea parte de tu equipo desde tu perspectiva y cómo intentas o si le has dado algún tipo de consejo para esta función que van a compartir el 12 de noviembre.
There are two questions. The first question is, what do you think, in the sense of boxing terms, is the biggest challenge that Kovalev will present? And then secondly, what does it mean to have a young fighter like Ryan Garcia be a part of your team? We want to know your perspective. What kind of advice would you give him?
La verdad es que el subir 2 divisiones con un campeón mundial en la 175 en semicompleto, pues es un reto muy grande para mí, pero creo que es una de las peleas más importantes de mi carrera también, y pues obviamente estamos haciendo esto para seguir haciendo historia en el boxeo y es lo que me gusta, ¿no? Este tipo de retos, y el que Ryan esté en nuestro equipo, pues la verdad es que a nosotros nos gusta apoyar a jóvenes y a peleadores que realmente quieren ser algo en la vida, y pues es un muchacho que entrena muy bien, que aprende y pues que va en el camino.
The response is moving up 2 divisions against a world champion is a big challenge for me. World champion at light heavyweight. But I also think that it's the most important fight of my career. That's why we are doing this, to keep making history. That's what I like. I like those challenges. And the fact that Ryan is in our team, well, the truth is we like to support young fighters who really want to be someone in their life. And he's a young man who trains really well and learns as well.
Saúl, una última. Si tuvieras que explicarle a tus detractores cuáles son los riesgos de subir 2 categorías para esta pelea del próximo 2 de noviembre, ¿cómo lo harías? ¿Qué les dirías a todos ellos que han criticado por decidir pelear contra Kovalev?
If you had a chance to respond to your detractors about the risks in moving up 2 divisions, what would you tell these people regarding their criticisms?
La verdad es que a los críticos y a los que no están conmigo y siempre hablan de cualquier cosa en la que hagan, no tengo nada que responderles. La verdad es que nunca los voy a tener contentos y tampoco espero ni trato de.
The truth is, with the critics who aren't with me, who are always going to talk about anything I do, I have nothing to respond them with. I'll never make them happy. I don't try to, and I don't hope to.